Bani Wende Halosu. It's a pleasant way to welcome you to the program. Back to our culture. A program that informs us about our roots. Build up the spirit of nationalism and patriotism. We are here every Saturday about this time, 8 to 9:30. Learn your vernacular, to speak your vernacular, and get to know about your cultural heritage. Preserving our cultural heritage is what we're up for. My name is Rufus Divine Connect. In today's edition of the program, Back to Our Culture, specifically we'll be looking at the GBANDI tribe. In our first edition, we had the time to talk about the Bassa people. The second edition, we had the time to talk about the Pele people. And today we are talking about the GBANDI people. Over political interest. You're going to be talking to the consciences of your brothers and sisters. So look, Brother Wayne, let us embrace development. Hold and defend its intact. So you're going to be encouraging your brothers and sisters to embrace development over political interests. About our team when we come back. We give you detail about the GBANDI tribe. It's good to be back home. I feel at home, you know. For the most part, I am we always take up the time to say, thank God we made it thus far. So we'll go to our lesson for today about the Bandi people, the historicity of the Bandi tribe. The Bandi people primarily live in the northern part of Liberia in Lofa County. The Bandi language, also known as Bandi and Bondi, is a Mende language, which makes it part of the Niger-Congo language family. Bandi has 6 dialects: Hasala, Himbe, Lukasa, Wanamna, Wulukonha, and Tamba. The population is estimated at during the Liberian Civil War. This number has increased anyways. Bandi people practice Islam and Christianity, as well as some traditional beliefs. Most of them are traditionalists. Okay? The population is estimated. Okay, we got that part of it. Let's go to majority of Bandi marriage or marriages are polygamous, where they hold the belief that the more wives you have, the more respected you are in the community. A typical Bandi family is male dominant. Leadership is based on the size of family. So a man who has many wives but last or recent wife is usually the favorite. The Now let's go to the food. The Bandi people who have some of our meal, the Bandi Kwesave, where you have the little, when you ready to cook the Bandi Kwesave, the onion, you put the onion in the pot, the how they call this, the boni, you know, you mash the boni, you put the The Bandi Quay 7 is how it's prepared, okay? So the Bandi people, if you are listening and following us, you can also add on to what you know about the Bandi tribe. The Bandi tribe, we are unique kind of people indeed. So that's that for the Bandi tribe. Let me tell you more about our marks. This is the marks of the Bandi tribe. When you see the marks somewhere, know that it represents the Bandi people. Just see our own marks. Our marks must say. So the Banga that extends over the bridge of the nose. The practicality. Let me get a detail about this marks. I'm giving you details about this marks, okay? That's what I want to get. I want to get the detail of this marks. The marks need set. Yeah. Mumbi. Numbi. Gumbi. Gumbi. So that's the marks, that's the marks name. So let's get more detail about the marks. Then we're gonna open the line so that you um the bandit marks. Uh let me let me get a detail about it. My max is up. You see the max face. Yes, but my own bandit max I love here. Yes. So that's our max. Um and this the name of the max is Bandi. Um the material used is a wood in height centimeter 43, in width 25 centimeter, um, in width is 25 centimeter, in weight is 1.0 kg, estimated dating blah blah blah. Okay, we're not talking much about that. So that's the max for us. That's the bandy max. See the muscle. So if you just join us, we love to say welcome. Welcome to back to our culture. In today's edition of the program, we are having on our spotlight the Bandi tribe. Our initial editions, we had the Bass. The Nuff, yes, of course. The Bandi people, we are from the northern part of Liberia. We are found in Lofa County. Yes, we are found in Lofa County. So, bits and pieces of information that you need to know about the Bandi people. Population standpoint, it is estimated that the population of the Bandi people is 107,000. Hmm? We are 107,000 estimated individuals, and most of our people fled to Guinea during the Liberian Civil War. So the Bandi people practice Islam and Christianity as well as some traditional beliefs. Most of them are traditionalists. So the Bandi people, we are very unique. And one of the things that is attributed to us, one of the things that is actually attributed I'm not a mean guy, but that is one of the hilarious things that actually you that is being said unique to the Bandi people. They say we are mean. They say we are mean kind of people. The Bandi people. Roof Hills, welcome to the program. Back to our culture. So let us advance ourselves. You understand why we thought it wise to come this far in creating such a program. We've realized that our national as it used to. Our traditional practices, African culture, precisely our Liberian culture. Our Liberian culture is depleting by the day. Now understand that most of us, we no longer want to identify ourselves as being a Bandi man or a Bassa man or a Gola man, whoever, which tribe that your parents originated from. We read in our history about other countries, but emphasis is now being placed on our Liberian history. You understand that we talk about one of those factors that is actually killing the vibes when it comes to our students getting to know the roots. Parents, you also have your role to play in this whole thing. For some of us, it is saddening that our parents are not alive, but my dad, I never had the opportunity to have gone to Lofa County under the supervision of my dad, under the supervision of my dad to being the last, second to the last for my dad. And we were not privileged to have seen our great or our grandparents from our paternal side. But I was privileged to have seen my grandmother who hails from Grand Bassa County, right? So the little broken Bassa I'm able to speak and the little I'm able to understand, it was through the grace of God who spared the life of my late grandmother. By the time I was able to learn the little Bassa, while she was being watched over by my mom. We all used to live in the same house. When my grandmother, I can still recall when my grandmother wants us to what you want to, bring to you. Then she will put it in Bassa. They will be laughing. Say, oh my God. They think the Bassa thing will bring rings. She said, no. Your kui bene ya do. That's how she said, your kui bene ya do. Can I suffer because you don't know nothing about your language. You don't know nothing from your Bassa. You don't know nothing from your Mansa. So it will suffer you that way. I'm speaking the Bassa to you so that you can, when you understand it, ask me. Then I will tell you the meaning so that you keep it in your head. Then you'll be able to speak the Bassa. Today, at least with the our now of our children, make them to understand their roots. Some of you parents, you have the opportunity. When was the last time you took your children to go and see where you're from? Now we have, at least the roads are developing. You know, we have access. Like for me, going to Lofa County was a Bassa woman, and her dad settled in my GB County, right? So at least I know something about my maternal side. I know something about my paternal side. Like Gio or your man Accra, but you have not gone in depth to understand or sit with them for them to explain to you what it is, where they're from, who are their parents, what's the lineage between their tribe and the other tribe, how they came about. You don't know. Liberian schools will not teach you in depth about your own country history. We delve on foreign history, the Ghana Empire, the Malay Songhai Empire there. I will always say here, I appreciate our tradition as African nation. Back in the days when our is unique to the women, while the plural society is unique to the men. With all of the practices that the genital mutilation aspect, but those who been there, those who know about it, they tell you that indeed it was a form of education. It is a form of education where women talk to their families. Likewise, the male, it is a place that you go to acquire knowledge in how to cater to your home and your wife, as well as the family. It also teaches different and distinct from those of us who have not even gone there. One, there are people who keep their mouth when they are not to talk certain things. They don't say it, regardless of the pressure you put on them, because they were taught how they uphold the values of the society. In a sense, when they are greeting elderly people, they have a way in which they go about doing it. The elderly person in an awful way. If he or she does that, that means that person has breached the ethical standard of that school, that traditional school. And there's a punishment attached to that. Anyone around in that corridor who sees that definitely going to punish you, because It is where you go to acquire knowledge. You went there to our mothers and fathers, they understood what it means to be a patriotic citizen. Unlike now, where we've been indoctrinated by the Western culture. We've been indoctrinated by the Western culture. And they have infused their culture into our system that we are not. That is another conversation for another day. But we try to lay the premise so that you understand when we touch in our topic, so that you can speak to the conscience of your brothers and sisters who have chosen politics over development. Like we coined our topic for tonight, where you're going to be talking to your brothers and sisters in the very vernaculars. Embrace development over political interests. That's the topic we've coined tonight. So you're going to be telling your brothers and sisters to embrace development over political interests. Politicians will tell you this, and at the values, you will never see someone who have gone through that wars eating with the is mandatory as a younger person to always keep your hands on the bowl. It shows a sign of respect. Secondly, you as an individual, most especially the younger one, no matter how fair you are, when you and your elderly folks are eating, you will never leave that terrain the way some are now. When I go for, we eating with people, just put the spoon down, move. No, you will continue to be there until everyone finishes. Then you collect whatever dispensation. You eating with the younger ones, they don't even regard you. You eating with the younger ones, they don't even go to bring water. They expect you, the elder person, to bring water for them. Those who went through the words of our traditional preachers, they have that at the back of the mind, that at all times, the elder people should be respected. So when you're eating, even at the point where you are greeting an elderly person, you never just do your hands like this. You always hold your hands in a formal manner like this, and then shake the hands of that person. You don't just stand. You like almost like you kneading. That brothers and sisters who went through the wars acquired, and it is the best practice. But the Western culture have come in, and we have what we call human right. Children stand in the open and abusing the elderly ones, while the elderly ones stand in the open and abusing each other before the children. And let me say this for the fact, it is biblical, and also traditionally it is wrong. Traditionally, it is not acceptable for a male child to see his father's nakedness. Traditionally, that is an abomination, and biblically, it is an abomination. So these are little practices we try to show. These are little things that we try to show out so that we understand our roots. We understand the values, the moral values that we've trashed because of Western culture. Because I feel that I am a male, I have my right as a child. And using my right to disrespect the elderly ones. These are things that we find ourselves going through today. We have dashed our traditional practices, the values, and cleave onto the Western culture. One zero five 0778 665073 0887 105 105 0778 665073 are the numbers to call and form part of the program Back to Our Culture. Indeed, Back to Our Culture is set aside to open our eyes, to reawaken the spirit of patriotism, nationalism, and giving you that hope that indeed your African culture is unique. We need to uphold the sacredness of the society. While we await your calls on 0887 105 105. That's 0887 105 105. 0887 105 105 0778 665073. Let's now welcome Sangay Gumba with the song. So pop of your calls on 0887 105 105 0778 665073. So when you call tonight representing your ethnic group, all you need to do, our topic on the discussion, you're going to speak to the conscience of your brothers and sisters, telling them that they should embrace development over political interests. You know that we have this tendency in this country, when it's not my political party doing this thing, people. So you're going to speak to the conscience of your brothers and sisters, regardless of who is doing what. In as much as it's in the interest of Mama Liberia, let us embrace it. Let's go to the line and talk to this person. Hello? Hello? Your line is bad. Hello? Your line is bad, bro. You can change a little bit. Hello?
Yeah, I'm live.
Okay, yes, you're live. What's your name and you join us from where?
I'm Henry Richie. I do join you from Jagotna Ria.
Which ethnic group you represent tonight, my brother?
Which is the Loma.
Okay, you represent the Loma people tonight. So you fought.
Okay then. Ni go want to go mau. Cause we need ma but go be positive era. Na the van. So adi ma po age cause we need better. All hands together and develop the country and then we forget about politics.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
brother.
Okay.
Say how the two people in. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay
Right here on Love FM 105.1 and Love TV Live. This person, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm wonderful. What's your name and you join us from where?
My name is Desmo Babo. I came from Market County.
Of the Liberian people from Bond County.
Thank you. Mamanima. Elena. I'm ready. Okay. I'm going to cut them the issue. If I'm not le war, that's January. Le war. Lele. When I say, I've got Kulaito. Never ngay itu apa pendengar tu ke agak ini bubai sekali aku yesim aku nak pergi dia pun waktu game masih ni lagi macam dia party kerana tu apa aku yesim nak bubai apa aku pun mau. That's what Father. Thank you so much.
Okay, say out to two people.
I'm going to get a Latina.
Going back to our culture, preserving our culture heritage. 0887 105 10. What is unique to them? Raise development over political interests. To get the calls coming through on 0887 105 105 0778 66 5073. Development over political. We cannot be deported from our sons and daughters. Why would we be evil to ourselves? Allowing politics or political interests to supersede the developmental agenda of our beloved country, Mama Liberia. So call in and speak to the minds of your people. Tell them, look, let's embrace development over political interests. 0887 105 105 0778 665073 are the numbers to call and form part of the program Back to Our Culture right here on Love FM. Let's go back to the line and talk to this person. Hello? 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 Okay, the person is off the line.
Hello?
How are you? What's your name and you join us from where?
Hello?
Your name and you join us from where?
Oh, my name is.
Discussion tonight.
Kisian, I was Yanaga James Fire. It's over looking side. Na Kisia, Mamming, Yongam Parang, the man, the nine local Mujula TV. There are policy or two. Still thinking I'm a little start to let me heal and then like it. Ocho na play carry chow and I will study that. They are Manung, Son Young, so policy who to party in the then man local me heal and then like it. They are Kisia and the near Plastina. Makan actually. Yon lati aparang jongando le mel and then local me here like it. They are no ritual. That is it.
Okay. So go ahead and say hi to two people in
VOA. What?
I said, man, why did you speak like easy? Okay, man. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's go back to the telephone line. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
How are you, Mama? What's your name and you join us somewhere?
My name is Yaka Whisper. I'm from the
Huh?
I'm from the Southeast.
Okay, you represent the WISA, right? Maryland
Yeah.
County. Maryland County, right?
No, from
Granby?
River G.
Oh, River G.
Yeah.
Okay. So you following the topic, right?
Yes.
Go ahead and talk to the people of River G County.
Okay. So we should tell the people that you. I'm on the trooper. You should on the radio station. I'm out on your paper. But what put out to up Lobala. I mean, okay, I mean, can clean which up Lobala. You know, the politician. What the punch with the onion? It's and it put out with your politician. Up Lobala. But I use on the up Lobala. Can't there no you Chama. Na mo te la ne ijoi na ka to wa ta de jo
Easy. Very fluent. Hello.
My dear brother, people, but Liberian in the most African context. There's a in the negative perspective. They will tell you the only ugly aspect of tradition. Whereas we have lot of positivities in our tradition. Today, you see young people plaiting their hair, and the tradition may bleed up every. As a young man, you walking, their transfer is to your bottom. Everything about you is just in that same manner. You see? This time, you don't see our grand women lapo. No. All the women nowadays are trousers, jeans trousers. So if they can be a system in a way that our young people who are coming up now can begin to be orientated as to where they come from, and let there be a where they come from. I'm sure there will be some changes taking place, you know, so as to regain our traditional heritage.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. You've added to what we've been saying. 0887-105-105, 0778-665-073. Let me take this person on this line. Hello.
Yes, hello.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Which one of the ethnic group you representing and what is your name?
Yeah, my name is Bob S. Dolo representing Mano.
Oh, okay. Okay, you following the topic, right?
Hello, Umiani. One now you can let us get someone said, Donna without what you do here, for quality at first letter. But yes, the question, but what I Elias to this all I say, like you are there. You have to call ya, for a bed, leave a key, call what you said at that. So, Sleva, now the call, because they cannot say it's just like the same what they're saying. I think that Sleva, you're not supposed to be. So, for the Kia, for the for the when the people get party there, for the Guapi, for the then I get many.
Say how to do people, my brother.
Director in Dolo, the Yah Bangistan, that we are better. I hear to Alelo, Jimmy, Boko, I been a Yah Johnson Hill, I been we are better.
No,
So, like,
brother.
who come my popular.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Oh yes, that's bringing so much sorrow to me, man. It brings so much sorrow. You know, I had an old man who always used to watch my back. The late, but I said Duble. This was one of his favorite songs. He said, "Buddy, play both for me, man." May his soul rest in peace. If you just join us, this is the program Back Home, Back to Our Culture, and set aside to give you that culture heritage that is now lost in a youthful society, regaining the consciousness of our culture heritage, affording you the opportunity to speak to the conscience of the tribal groupings. If you are from the Bassa tribe, the Giyo, the Mana, the Grobo, the Kisi, the Bandi, and the list goes on and on. Speak to the conscience of your folks, telling them about choosing development over political interest. No one can develop this land except ourselves as Liberians. So if we cannot embrace development, we want to politicize it, we will continue to retrogress. So speak to the conscience of your kinsmen tonight, telling them, look, we need to embrace development over political interests. The both of your calls on 0887 105 105 0778 66 5073. My name is Rufus Divine Cunning. I'm here from Lofa County. Indeed, I'm a Bandi man. And tonight we're discussing the Bandi people. Yeah, man, wherever my old man is, may his soul rest in peace. But I said Duple. This was one of your favorite songs, man. He was one of my ardent followers. Now you boy India. Hey, boy. Mr. Stephen Carr, long time. How you doing? Carl Tonsaf. Yeah, Mr. Stephen Carr. And I've seen my grandma woman dancing. My real G woman dancing, that is why. Hey. Let me see you doing the grandma dance tonight. Bo was a first girl growing up in a town. So Bo father called her say, look, you need to find your own man and get married to. Now you Bo. This is the program Back to Our Culture. Reawakening the spirit of our culture heritage. Oh yeah, it's right there on Love FM 105.1. Every Saturday from 8 to 9:30, we're right here. So keep those calls coming on 0887 105 105 0778 665 073. Speak to your kinsman in a very vernacular. If you're a global man, speak to the conscience of the global people, telling them, look, it's about time we embrace development over political interests. Oh yes, this song reminds me of my little old man. Yeah, the late Ase Double. Yeah. May his soul rest in peace. Suppose your call is true. Right here. Let me get the crown people. Where are the crown people? The sample people, where you at? Where you at? Let's get the crown people going right here on the program. Let's go. Who's that? Damn people. The pine, the town. The toast.
La range pamela na trop fort.
Represent the Crown people tonight, the Sapo people. Where you at? Speak to the conscience of the folks back home that they should choose development over political interests. 0887 105 105 0778 665 073. To the telephone line and take this person. Hello? How are you? What's your name? You say your name? Your background is noisy. You say your name? Which ethnic group you representing? Okay, my brother, go ahead and talk to the people of Maryland County in your vernacular. Yeah, you brother. Back to the telephone line. Hello?
Hello?
How are you, sir? What's your name?
Anthony.
From where?
From County.
Okay. Anthony, talk to the conscience of the people of Bond County that they should choose development over political interests. Let's go.
That Papongande ka wuto kwa tire giba puleto utio yunuta mama uke mega. Okay.
Oh, say hi to two people.
Okay. Awengan amuno antni India duko kali bunguzubu. So kado yabung iko kali.
Okay, my brother. Thank you.
Yeah, tuwa mapera song.
So keep those calls coming on 0887 105 105. Let's go back to the telephone line and take this caller. Hello?
Hello.
How are you, sir? What's your name? And you join us from where?
I'm the E-Manus Smoke calling from the first 15 door.
Is that small? You represent which ethnic group?
Represent the Paraguay tonight.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and you following the topic, right?
Yeah.
Let's go now.
I'm not a twice. Never to the Munga Banga. Now, Pongani Lady Hooper. I want to Mukanya for who you could give up one leg door. The one who live in Nanya and I will acquire for you of who you could do a one leg door. Can't and I get I will do if I would like one leg door. While the room, I will let the door. While one leg door.
Oh, okay. Say hi to two people. Oh, he's off the line. Hope you can call back. We're now in Bond County. You know, when you're living for Lofa and Bond County share common boundaries, you know? So where are the Bongies? Development over political interests. 0887 105 105 0778 665 073. Let me say hands up to my own brother. Still Peter de la Plata. Fitzgerald Bayoga, how you doing, my brother? You're there in the USA. Welcome to the program. Nigga. Moyo ubo. Zero 887 105 105 0778 665073. Those are the numbers to call and represent your ethnic group tonight. Speak to the conscience of your ethnic group, your kinsmen, of course. Telling them the importance of embracing development over political interests. Liberia is our common patrimony. She needs development. She's the oldest West African nation lacking development. So let us embrace development over political interests. Speak to the conscience of your folks tonight. 0887 105 105 0778 665073. Time is slipping away. 9:30, we out of here. So what are you doing to represent your ethnic group tonight? Baso Yombe, Beji, Biage Doti. Oh, 0778665073 0887 105 105. And I'm taking a straight flight down to Grand Bassa County where the man Blazor is waiting for me right to the fairground. Blazor, nigga, where you Men be men. Gamonga. Fitzgerald Bayoga. Gamonga. When Brasa men tell you, we more God. Money be men. We more God. Say you, and I know. In ye, okay. Again, Ninky, you love me? Are you that man? Ninky, let me say hands up. Happy birthday to you, my own sister, Patience. Hey, Patience, you celebrate your birthday today. You're on 13th Street in St. Paul. Hey, Patience, happy birthday, man. All of your friends here, we are thinking of you and saying happy birthday to you. This is Love FM 105.1. 5 minutes to go on the program. Back to our culture. No, you gotta. Liberia is all we have, my people. Let us not allow politics to divide us. Politics blinding your eyes from the reality. Embrace development over political interests. Yeah, man. Our independent is creeping on us. 20 more days. 20 more days to our Independence Day. Liberia turned 177, right? Let me say hands up to you, Mr. Desi Chedaya. Thank you so much today, man. You did extremely well for me. Alex Kwesi Anani. How you doing, my son? The man GBANDI. The para Ghanaian. Alex Anani, how you doing? He's the youngest daughter of our time, Dr. Alex Anani. He did at the Doclati. Dr. Alex Anani, how you doing? People J and you, Otis Washington, how you guys doing? Zeuli Beni Rimogao. Welcome if you just joined us. Let me speak to the conscience of our people there at the Ministry of Culture Affairs and Tourism. Yeah. These are things that we appreciate you getting involved with, because for you to get some level of budgetary allotment to create programs, sponsor programs of these kinds, it will help to give that value to our culture. It will awaken the spirit of nationalism and patriotism, and it's also going to showcase the beauty of our culture. Yes, Liberians, have you come to realize that we are so unique in our own style, form, and manner? Liberians, we are so unique. We are blessed. A Liberian man will come here, or a Liberian man will go to a place. It takes just few days. He's going to adapt to that particular area like he been living there for the rest of his life. That's one of the attributes and blessings that we carried as Liberians. So I want to say to you, my people, I want to appeal to your consciences. Regardless of your political affiliation, regardless of your political ideology, Liberia is above all those things that you carried. Liberia is above all those feelings that you carry politically. What can we show as we turn 177 in 20 days' time? Should we continue to retrogress, and at the end of the day, because it is not me, it shouldn't be you, it is not my party, it shouldn't be your party? Come on. Those are all petty thoughts. Those are all petty politicking. Liberia is above all of us. The interest of the motherland is above all of us, regardless of your political affiliation. That's what I always say to people. When a Liberian succeeds, I see it as it means that all Liberians have succeeded. That's why I took up my page, my Facebook page, to run with the story of my friend and brother. Those who represented Liberia at the level of the African Games. They flew the flag of the nation to the highest level. All right? They flew the flag of the republic to the highest level. So it is no doubt that each and every one of us, how many of us ran with that story? How many of us carry the photograph of these representation? Those who represented Liberia at the All African Games. How many of us ran with that picture or those pictures of our brothers and sisters who represented us and brought pride to our nation? How many of us post that on our page? But we rather going the screen to cheer folks who are not even in our circle. We rather bringing each other down. We take onto our Facebook pages to spread the negative things about our country. We take to our Facebook page, our social media pages to see the worst thing of our country. We take pride in other people's successes. And we characterize ours in the strongest damning terms. Who are we? We need to stand up. Like the songwriter said, emancipate your minds from mental slavery. No one can do but we ourselves. No one can change this land. We ourselves. We see on Facebook, people all there complaining, oh, there's this back and forth thing about, oh, this development is attributed to this party or this government. This development is attributed to the other government, the past regime. Come on, those are all petty things. That's what politics does. It makes you think out of your mind. It makes you think in an awful way. What we should be talking about here is the transformation. How can we brainstorm to make things work in our country and not to be seeking glory? Have we come to realize that government is continuity? You may start this project. That's why you see countries like Ghana and other African countries around here, they are fast developing because their minds are developed to the extent that they don't see these things to be something for discussion. Kwame Nkrumah started. Jerry John Rawlings began from where he stopped. Arthur Mills took it. Kufa finish it. Why in there to say you want to see glory? Come on. Ellie started it. Joria continue it. Joseph Boakai end it. Boakai start. Another leader come. Continue. The other one come. Finish it. Is that not Liberia developing? Sometimes I sit and wonder and try to look at the bigger picture, and have come to the point to understand that politics have blinded the eyes of us Liberians to the extent that we think like the minors. We read all of the books, we get all of the degrees, we go to the great universities around here, and at the end of the day, we think like kids. We discuss like kids. That's what politics does. It belittle you. Small thing there. It will so be talking about, oh, that the other government way, oh, that the other government do. We should be thinking far above that. Other countries, they are building skyscrapers. They are connecting with overhead bridges. You just get on lay around about. We're fighting over it. Who to take glory? Come on, Liberians. That tells you how politics is belittling you to the lowest term. Is that kind of thing you should be fighting around here on social media pages or in the corners talking about? Come on. Know that. It is continuity. So that tells you now how petty it is when you discuss these kind of things. So the liabilities that were left by the Ellen regime and the Weah regime came and took those liabilities and work on them. The place they stop and leave for the Joseph Boakai leadership. So we say, oh no, that because now Boakai started it, or not Jobia accrue all of those liabilities. So we will not suffer. Is that what you people thinking about? Is that how you thinking? Is that how you picture things around you? Come on. Let us think for once. Like people who have acquired knowledge to the highest level. Let us stop thinking like the kids. You will see a full-grown person who have obtained degree, masters, and so forth, still discussing like kids because politics have belittled you to the lowest. All kind of things we say. Nah, the next thing in the country, the not take social media to the extent that people all around battering the arrival of these F moving equipments. The F moving equipment have arrived and was being paraded around. Another discussion for this week again. The new week, the new discussion now. Come on, Liberians. Come on. Oh, as we are we not ashamed of ourselves? I won't see you. When we start to build like the way Ghana have built cycle, put the overhead bridges around the place, what will we do now? What will we do? You just get a little roundabout. We're fighting over who to take the glory. Then we start talking about overhead bridges and things, all the infrastructures and stuff. Come on, man, Liberians. Let me talk to our folks there at the Ministry of Culture Affairs and Tourism. It's about time that you be robust. It's about time that you leave the offices and go out, all out. Be creative, be innovative. Have you come to realize that tourism is one of the money-making things across the world? You know how many tourists come in this country daily? And they just get a photograph of all of our natural environments and make thousands of dollars out of them. Right now, take upon your time. Go Ghana. If you can just go take picture just like that to the museum, or you go take picture to some of those historical sites. But in Liberia, we don't think that way. You make money out of these things. And blessingly, some of our brothers and sisters who have actually returned to the country, some who went in the diaspora, saw these developments and have returned to invest. They now have a lot of resorts around here. These are all places that generate revenue. Let us think about these things. So it's upon you now to beautify these areas, our historical areas. The United Conference Center lies in rooms. A historical site lies in rooms. There's no development going on there. The Hotel Africa, another historical area, as dilapidated that building is, yet still you see the natural beauty of the environment. Come to the Providence Island. What are we doing about that place? We need to be creative. Some of the artifacts, we need to take them and place them at that place. You go to Ghana right now, you go to the National Museum, you see the warrior Nyanyan Tuan, her statue is there. You see Kotoka, his statue is there. All of these great men and women who brought Ghana to where it is now, who started the revolution and brought Ghana to where it is now. You see something about them. Why are we not taking cue from these people? Go to one later museum on Broad Street. That museum needs to be relocated. If we can relocate that museum and take those artifacts and things down to the Providence Island, that would be very good. Because that little thing that tends to EU renovated that little thing because we were going apart. Liberians, we need to open our eyes. What is happening to us? Politics is dividing us, then uniting us. And politics is belittling us to the extent that we don't think as adults, we think as kids. All because I'm a party, so I'm not going to be happy with the development. Not me, it will not be you. When not you, it will not be me. How petty we are in our thoughts and deeds. It's about time we stand tall. Put behind us. That's what I continue to say. If our minds are developed, our eyes will appreciate the works of our hands. So there is a need, there is a clarion call for the investment in the education sector. We need to invest in the education sector because when the minds are developed, the way we think in a petty form, we won't think that way. We will think far above. Oh, yes. We all around the place. Party mende, party mende. At the end of the day, what have you to show after these years to your children, to your children's children? What story do you have for them? Oh, yeah, we don't want you to be chanting Battlecry for Unity Party. Or we don't want you to be in the vanguard, the militant for CDC. We don't want you to be the militant for Unity Party. We don't want you to be the militant for ACO. We don't want you to be the militant for how to call it, sir? The Liberty Party, the ANC. Oh, we don't want in the vanguard. We are militant. What can you show? We have engulfed our minds with politics to the extent, even the media who should play a pivotal role in driving the educational agenda, in driving the developmental agenda of the country, is now being used as a tool for divisive politics. Then we sit there, we say we are best talk show hosts. We are best presenters and producers. Take upon your time. Some of us professionals call ourselves professionals. Take upon your time. Some of you have the travel opportunities. Go to some of these nearby countries. Listen to their news. Watch the televisions. Listen to their radio. The content they present on their radio, on the television, the content they present in their newspapers about their country. Then that will give you a sense of reasoning to understand that the country interests matters. It is in our journalist creed. It is there. I will read it for you. It is in our creed. Any interest that will suppress the interests of the society, no interest should be above the society interests. Sit on there. Oh, yeah, we do this one. We'll publish it well. Nobody said we should run with all the positive. Nobody should run with all the positive. But we should understand and take into consideration the image of our country. How do people invest in the country when we have the negative things superseding the positives in our writings, in our utterances? Come on. You think that Ghana ain't get crime rate? You think Ghana ain't get hardship? Go there. The thing we get in Liberia here, where you go to a man and say, oh, my man give me small thing. The man will squeeze a little down. He gave you nickel from the go Ghana. Our brothers and sisters who lived there for years, they have returned. Go there. Ask some of them how they were making it on that side. But you said here, you call somebody over and please give me a dollar. They send you dollar. Without questioning what you want to do with the dollar. And you think say something, the country is so that hard. Go Ghana, as developed as Ghana is, it's still struggling. The economy has gotten so tough. For you to just look at somebody and getting one CD set, 5 CDs, that person must have worked for it. That person must merit that CDs before it's been given them. We sit down in Liberia, all day we sit down on radio, we talk all kind of things. We sit down to Aisha, we talk all kind of things. It's about time we rethink, we rekindle our thoughts. All right? I read for you this part, the part of our creed. It says, I believe that suppression of the news for any consideration other than the welfare of society, is indefensible. Another part of it, it says, I believe that no one should write as a journalist what he will not say as a gentleman. Oh yes. What you won't say as a gentleman. Come on, my friend. You don't write it as a journalist. Our media has become the place of all of the negatives. Our media landscape. You carry your child to school in the morning, you tune into a radio station, at the end of the day, you will be very hesitant to change because the invectives, the wordings being used by the presenter will tell you that your child don't need to have that kind of hearing. Then we take proud. Then you have another fraction of the society so held in that kind of group. You have the other group on the other side. Where have we gone wrong? Where have we taken the consciousness of our minds? It's all because we have entrenched ourselves into politics. And politics is so divisive. And the worst thing about Liberian politics is childish. They see all people that will be around here. Oh, the men are good, the person are good. As soon as you give them job, you give them opportunity, they sing the best praise songs for you. That's the kind of politics in Liberia. Self-interest, self-seeking. We see our lawmakers around here protesting for vehicle, $45,000 car. Where you have vehicles that are sold for $3,000, $5,000, and the rest of the money can be used to build a decent school in that community, in that district of yours. So if you take 45,000 in 6 years, 45,000 times 2, you know what you're talking about there? There's no safe drinking water. Women are still dying from infant mortality. The children are still going to schools, public schools, and sitting on blocks. The environment is not conducive. You have the university, state-run university, is leaking. You cannot protest on that as a legislator. But you are self-seeking. You want $45,000 car. The car, since the money set, since your parent worked, they never made politics for you there. The A you want to take. Isn't that a shame? That tells you, Liberians, these are people that are after their self-interest. When was the last time? Now our health workers are protesting for their just earned salaries and benefits. Which one of the lawmakers have come out to say, oh yes, we will not go to work until the executive can see reason to get the fundings that are necessary to pay our health workers? Which one of the lawmakers? But they are all there. They want that 45,000 to buy the car. They riding keke around here, fooling people. You park your car up Broad Street, then you take keke man. He drove you on the Capitol grounds. It's a shame on you. What example are you setting? Your district, there's no fitting clinic. Before I say hospital, the government facility in your district, if there's any, it's not a conducive environment. But you take pride to ride a $45,000 car that when power leaves your hands, you cannot maintain. Shame on you. It's about time that we rekindle the love for country and not self. A hint to a wisest Christ sufficient. The one who has ears, let him hear. On this note, we wind down the curtains on today's edition of the program. Back to our culture. Like I said the other day, it's about time you, the legislators, so some of you are less busy down there. It is about time that you use this. Let me recommend to you. You can bring this to the attention of your colleagues, that we find a day that we have as a National Culture Day. A National Culture Day where we can appreciate our respective cultures from the political subdivisions. If I'm a Bandi man and I come from Lofa County, on that day, I must represent the Bandi people through my outlook. It brings to mind the corporate institutions putting into practice. There are days set in their operations for these kinds of gatherings, where you see on that special day appreciating the cultural heritage of Africa, the wear the African attires, the merry-make. Why can we do this nationally? You can proffer this, bring it to the attention of your colleagues, so that you can be remembered. Say, yes, we push for a National Culture Day. Maybe wearing, all right, we're wearing the Chinese kosu then. And we'll say we're dressing. Go to the Ghanaian parliament. Go and see the Ghanaian legislators. They feel proud, crossing the kante. The traditional dress code. They go to the capital to discuss the issue of their country. They feel proud, looking a Ghanaian. You say that you take the $45,000 plus. You buy Chanel shoe, Chanel clothing, and you're passing around here. Why your district? People struggling. The things that should be done. You're not thinking about it. But you're thinking about your $45,000 for you to buy a car. Come on. It's so sad. Liberians, open your eyes. These are the people you've elected, seeking their self-interest instead of the interests of the whole. While a single individual ride $45,000 car where there's no bed, adequate bedding at JFK and other public health centers. There's no bed, there's no medication. But a man who have never dreamed in his life to use his physical cash to purchase for himself car that costs even the least 5,000 is demanding for the $5,000 car. And after 3 years, he gets another 45,000. You know what he's talking about there? You know how much, if you can take at least 10,000 and the rest go to the district for development, you know what you'll be doing? You know the kind of transformation that will take place in our country? Shame on you, man. So shameful. Shame. Shameful. Oh, yes. Shameful in the capital letter. Let us take this song that is going to take us home. Indeed, we appreciate all of you who followed, all of you who call. It's about time we take a sober reflection on our country. See where we slipped, where we've come. That's what I always say to people. Amidst the challenges, there are prospects and gains. Amidst the challenges, regardless of the leadership, there are prospects and gains. We can rekindle our thoughts for a positive growth and development of our beloved country. My name is Rufus Divine Cannon. I lead and others follow. First among equals, of course, I'm destined for greatness. Two things in the life you always will remember for: the problems you create and the problems you solve. And you must take responsibility of two things in your life: your fortune and that of your misfortune. Because in union, strong success is sure. We've got above our rights to prove we over all prevail. With hearts and hands, our country cause defending, we meet the foe with valor unpretending. Many thanks to all of our followers. Nikki Bestman, thanks so much for joining. Alex Kwesi Anani, we appreciate you. Sidapati Dina Plata, thank you so much. Flomo Livingstone, thank you. Ruth Hills, thank you so much for following on our live feed. Join us, God willing, on next Saturday when we will be around here with the program Back to Our Culture. Do have yourselves a wonderful and God bless night.
Thank you.